Los Angeles will select Dante Dabo, wide receiver, UCLA. Good evening and welcome, people, to the official broadcast of the Los Angeles Chargers. The Chargers went 1-16 last year, last place in the AFC West. Definitely not looking forward to being like a dominant team this year. But with the new selection of Dante Dabo, it should be quite a star. Dabo dominated at UCLA, catching almost every single pass throughout his collegiate career. And he ran for over 2,000 yards. And he's only 21 years old, so he's got plenty of room to grow with this Chargers team. But there also might be some upsettingness that could be happening. Running back Odell Brett, he's just not the same guy he was as he used to be at first. He was a Heisman Trophy winner not too long ago, but nowadays he isn't usually identified as one of the greatest running backs to play the game of football. So the Chargers are putting him in the Hall of Fame for his great career that he's done with them. They signed him as an undrafted rookie 7 years ago, but he's not the same player he used to be. As the Dallas Cowboys, he's picked up the call and said that in return they will give him a round 3 pick for Odell Brett. As Ezekiel Elliott has fallen off, he suffered a massive injury this season that forced Elliott to retire early than what he was expecting. And also, they're letting go of 36-year-old kicker Lonnie Garbers. He was a fan favorite, but they're going to be trading him to a division rival in the Denver Broncos. They picked up the call and said that they would give him a second-round pick for Lonnie Garbers. This might be a pretty dumb situation, and in my opinion, but it's what the Chargers want to do if they want to rebuild. They're not sure if they want to get rid of 39-year-old Jonas Asfo. Wait, there's been a call by the Baltimore Ravens, and they say they want the 39-year-old to be the backup for Lamar Jackson. In return, they're giving him a second-round pick, since the Ravens don't even need a second-round pick, because they just don't want to pick anybody from the second round. Apparently, they want to pick some people from the third round. With the second overall pick in the year 2 draft, Los Angeles Chargers select Morris Flacco, defensive back, Florida State. Another great option for this Chargers defense, led by 23-year-old Nisma Barrett. He was one of the best defensive players in all of college football not too long ago. He's only played 2 years in the NFL, but people are downing him, thinking that he isn't a great D lineman. But now with another pick, they don't need any more wide receivers since they already picked 2 studs. The next pick, they had a decision here between C.O. Stearns and C.J. Wesley. They scouted Wesley from Clemson, and he pulled up the draft boards. He ran a solid 3.28 40-yard dash, which was pretty good for a quarterback, especially how he has pretty decent speed. And Well, he doesn't hit the treadmill too often. But they also have a backup from Georgia and Sion Stearns, a 4.5-star QB who ran a slower 40-yard dash at 3:32, but he's still a pretty good candidate. There's also this tight end here, stud tight end, who's teammates with C.J. Wesley and Frank Collier. And the Chargers have officially made a deal that they're going to drafting C.J. Wesley as the official stud quarterback for the Los Angeles Chargers, and the tight end, Frank Collier. Both Clemson boys comes to the Chargers. What some picks right there. In the last round, they didn't have a running back yet or a kicker. But the Chargers have decided that they're not going to be having a kicker for this season. Maybe get one in free agency. But their next pick, they team up with the former best defensive lineman of college football from 2 years ago. But it is going to be his rival in Jarrett Andavani. It could be some problems there for the Chargers defense. The only running backs left being completely garbage. They decided that they're going to go with one more defensive player, and Francis Dix, to finish off the starring Chargers lineup. As that was quite a picking right there for the draft. Pretty dominant players. Here's, especially with the reunitation of C.J. Wesley and Frankie Collier from Clemson. I'll show you some highlights from them later on. Some Clemson highlights for a game against North Carolina State. That was when they hit the big numbers. C.J. Wesley throwing for 8 touchdowns for just 2 interceptions. And James Collier collecting 6 of those touchdowns. It's definitely a classic duo to start off the season, especially in the tough AFC West that concludes with the Denver Broncos, Kansas City Chiefs, and the Raiders, who are technically not really that important. There have been some notices that the Raiders might be moving to Russia. That might be weird to see the Raiders play in Russia. They'll be going as the Russia Raiders or the Russia Spartans. Yeah, pretty weird how the Raiders will be moving from Vegas to Russia in the next following season. But there also have been some other moves. Like with us Chargers just being identified as Los Angeles, because the Rams renamed themselves to Hollywood. And they decided to pick their colors as cotton candy style colors. In honor of their new team. They're playing in a new dome stadium that they just built, leaving SoFi up to just the Chargers. And I'm not gonna lie, their new uniforms are pretty slick. They're pretty genius for whoever designed them. Even with a blue, they even have their blue alternate. It's with pink filling on the rest of the stuff. And they also decided to just keep their their rust-colored jerseys as the Rams. But yeah, the kick returner has been set with our number 1 pick, Dante Debo, officially becoming the official kick returner. Or he's going to be the only kick returner for now, unless if Flacco starts to upgrade. Diggs might be a solid kick returner, but the new coach Keon Hansen, a guy that nobody is trusting right now to being a stud head coach in the entire league. Here's some talk from him. Well, I just know that we're just gonna grind. We just gotta get these guys up, putting our coordinators' training regimen up to hard. And we're getting those rehab facilities up so that way they can stay healthy. As we're gonna be seeing y'all in week 1 against Indianapolis on ESPN. Tuna, hold on. I'm the official host of the Los Angeles Chargers. There's Dion Caleb's, and I'll be seeing y'all in the next tune in. After week 1, we'll be seeing the post highlights in the official game.